How y'all doing? This is Cascadia Coast News. Here's another one. This one's out of Alaska, and it's gun control. I got this off of NRA, their website. Alaska, gun control extremists rallying to push red flag firearms surrender legislation. I don't know what's up with this year, but this is the year of gun control. Man, I've seen so much gun control measures going on in this country. It's ridiculous. They're trying to turn this country into Australia or the EU, you know. Anyways, currently awaiting hearing in the House Judiciary Committee is extreme red flag firearm surrender legislation, House Bill 62. Anti-gun organizations and supporters of this legislation are holding a rally and working hard to get the measure rescheduled for a hearing and passed. You know, my whole take on this is one has to question if Bloomberg's been in all these states recently, because he's throwing money around like no tomorrow to pass gun control legislation. And this dude wants to be president. Yeah, we just want a man who thinks that, you know, and I'm going to say this with the utmost, yeah, I'm not going to use that word. I was going to say, you know, F the American people is what he's probably thinking, but, you know, I'm not going to talk like that. Anyways, back to this article. Yeah, he just thinks that he could just buy everything because he's got so much money. These people freaking make me sick. You know, we can't do that. Because I don't think if we all had that kind of money, I don't think that they'd be imposing legislation like this, personally. But, you know, this was all done by design. Okay, now where were we? I'll just start right here. Anti-gun or... Nope, I was past that. Your lawmakers need to hear from you to let them know to not pass legislation like this, and to tell them hell no, or y'all are going to be kicked to the curb. We're going to kick you out. We're going to vote for people who have our interest in mind and not your pockets. Yeah, tell them that. House Bill 62 requires individuals to surrender firearms to law enforcement based on uncorroborated evidence that they are dangerous. Further, the measures will allow for ex parte petitions, you know, like your ex-spouse or your psycho ex-girlfriend that you haven't seen for years just thinks that you're still crazy and comes forth to say that you don't need guns. You know, people like that. Providing no initial hearing for these individuals before a judge, and no access to mental health services or treatment before they lose their constitutional right to own a firearm. You know, this is exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to throw away the Constitution. That way they can bring in their dictatorship. Constitutional rights should be only restricted. This is why I don't like the NRA. Constitutional rights should only be restricted with sufficient due process of law. The right to keep and bear arms should not be treated as a second-class right and should only be restricted when sufficient protections are in place. You know, if the NRA keeps on doing this kind of crap, compromising our rights and crap like that, you know, I got a better organization out there than them, and that would be Guns of America. You should look them up because they don't compromise at all. Just my opinion. You know what? I think the NRA has been bought off, my personal opinion. And sorry if y'all like the NRA. I personally don't like them. I personally think that the NRA has their pockets in mind right now. Anyways, I thought you would like to hear that. So Alaska, they're coming for your guns too. This is happening everywhere. Y'all have a good night and God bless.